Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the first Hobo Rambles of 2021. I know it's been a while since I've done this, and this video is a different format. In the background, you're just gonna have some Smite. I think it's like 2 matches. One where I play Amus and Cobb, and one where I play the Dark Knight version of Al Kwong. I think. I'm not 100%. Oh, thank you. As soon as I start with the cars outside. Well, thank you for watching this video. Let's start with my talking points. I've actually written them down this time. If the cars want to stop. First up, I want to make an apology to the 4 or 5 game devs who have sent us their game, especially during the pandemic. I've had a game sitting on reserve since PAX East 2020. It did not strike us that we were going to have a problem recording them, but every time we go to record them, there's a problem or something happens, and there's 4 games sitting on reserve right now. And I feel so bad, and I've wanted to just stream them myself or just put up a video myself, but that's not what the devs agreed to. The devs agreed to doing this as Jokin, Ken and I, or Cricket and I, rather. And so that's kind of been pushed into the back right now. It sucks. It's terrible. But I do want to apologize to you guys. I know you sent us your games, and we do want to play them. We love playing those games. We found one of our favorite beat-em-ups that way. Fight and Rage. Like, that game is freaking fantastic, and we love it. I got a special edition version of Wunderling. It's an amazing puzzle platformer, and I haven't been able to make a video on it, and it's horrible that it's turned out this way. We have a couple other games. I'm not going to mention them here because I want to bring them up with Cricket first. It's up to him and I whether how the videos are done, whether he plays it or I play it. We should be getting back to some kind of normality between him and I, and consistency, as he's been in lockdown for a while because his job is very public-centric, so it's hard for him to make sure he's 100% safe, so we just called it off for a while. So yes, in conclusion, that's kind of what's been happening with Jokin. There's a little more I want to talk about with Jokin, but that's mainly an apology to the game devs. I wanted to get that out of the way first and foremost. I am so sorry that your games haven't gone up, and I know some of them have released already, and I feel terrible. If this could be helped, we would, but we like to do them in person. We tried streaming them, and the lag or the errors that we would get were just not what we wanted. We want to represent your games the best. We learned that with Brawlhalla. We loved that game, but my PC couldn't handle it, so we haven't been taking on games like that again. Anyways, right, moving on from that, not really, more about joking during the pandemic. After this video goes up, we should currently be live on the Rotten Brains I almost said Discord, but the Rotten Brains Twitch account. Cricket and I should be playing Dawn of War, mostly because that's he and I's bullshit game. We love to go to that game, and we love not taking it seriously and just bullshitting with each other and talking. So by the time this video goes up, go over and give us a watch. Tell us, you guys saw this video. But other than that, there is episodes of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker in reserve. We have 3 of them, I think. So there's, I think it's 7, 8, and 9 are already done. We just haven't uploaded them because we want them to be consistent. So we don't want 7, 8, 9 to come out and then it's 2 months before the next one. So we're just going to wait until we can get a consistent schedule going again, like I said earlier, with Cricket's main job being very social. It's hard for him to know that he's going to be safe. I have been working on some other projects in the background for Jokin. Like, i.e. the stream that's coming up later today, as this video should go up. I want to start gaming more with Cricket again. It's always been a pastime of his and I's, and we really enjoyed it. So there might be more ROR. We might have figured out a way to get that. I just have to rip the save files from my computer and send them over to him, because it is his save and he was the one playing it. So we might actually have a way of getting that recorded. Other things, we are going to do the Flash game thing. I know that a bunch of Flash games stayed because they switched over to HTML or whatever that new program is. Ramble, I think, something like that. So we know a lot of them are safe, but he and I have a loving history with Flash. So we're going to go back and we're going to play a bunch of Flash games. I got a program that can run them. And yeah, hopefully we get some really cool things out of that one too. So look forward to that. As for other games in the Jokin series going on, as you guys know, we have been waiting to play Star Wars The Fallen Order. That fell off to the wayside because ROR got started and Legend of Zelda at the same time, so there was no room for a third series for us to play through it. As soon as Wind Waker is finished, I think we're going to get to that Star Wars thing. And hopefully we can get that done by May, and we could start May the 4th be with you type of deal with the Star Wars game. I think if I can get Cricket over here in a safe way, we can finish up Legend of Zelda and go automatically starting right into the Star Wars. And have all of that done within a couple of days, cut up the episodes, and we should be done. So that's it for Joking. That's our plans. There's no really big plans going on with it. We just have to figure out how this streaming and stuff is going to work for Joking. Moving on, next I want to talk about the other streams we've been doing with the company itself. We have mentioned it before, but on the back burner, we have been toiling away at a tabletop RPG, and we haven't talked about it publicly a lot. However, if you're on our channel, I should be able to link it down below, or the first comment, rather. We have been working on a game series called Omniverse Adventures, and we did our first stream of the game. It is a storytelling RPG, so there is no natural DM. No one controls all the rules of the game, and no one controls all of the story. Everyone has their say, and everyone has their own character as well. I know it sounds confusing, but we have fleshed this out over the course of like 2 years or so. And we want to start doing new episodes of that every month, new streams of that every month. So you can catch us over on the twitch.tv/RottenBrainsProd Twitch channel, and maybe sometimes Cricket's Twitch channel, which will also be linked down. Everything's linked in the description. We always put them down there. We're going to start setting up a schedule, maybe start some automated videos to go up once in a while, to let you guys know we're streaming, and give you guys insight to what's going on with Omniverse. Maybe we'll do once every 2 months, like a bi-monthly update on Omniverse and how we're getting along with it. You can This is a surprise thing for anyone out there who's interested. You can be part of Omniverse Adventures. If you watch the VOD down below from our Twitch channel, just let me know. Send us an email at, and this should also be down in the description, rottenbrains@gmail.com. God, I am tired. And just let us know. If you want to be part of it, we can send you a character sheet. We can help you develop a character. We can give you all the tools you need to be part of the adventure. And you can join us for a stream. It'd be great to have you. So if you are part of our Discord already or new to the channel, please, down below, send us an email if you really want to be part of these streams. Or you just want to watch us or have some ideas that you think we should throw into this game. Moving on, going from that to just normal streams, Cricket is starting a whole new series. Well, it's not whole new, but it kind of is. So he tried playing some games and he couldn't find anything that fit. He was concerned that nothing was gonna feel right. So instead of having him play a game, I told him to just do what he thinks is best. And he wants to do art streams and art videos on the character he develops for Omniverse, or characters he's just drawing in general because he finds it fun, or maybe little challenges he puts for himself here and there. As the only artist in our group, I told him that's a great idea, and I can't wait to look forward to seeing the new and improved version of Cricket's Corner. Look out for the video in the coming months. Unfortunately, his first VOD was corrupted because Twitch didn't automatically save his thing, so now we know. But the next VOD should be up, and then there should be new Omniverse-like videos. Next, I wanted to talk about the new podcast schedule, I guess. We used to do it every Thursday, but Thursdays have become unsustainable due to not only the pandemic, but everyone having school back and this back and that back. So we've kind of switched over to either recording it on Saturday or Sunday. I know that's inconsistent, but it's very hard to get everyone together for it. So I do apologize, but the podcast is going to be starting up this week again. We should be recording one on Sunday. And speaking of Sunday, on our Discord, if you're part of our Discord, join down below. We do movie Sundays where we just get a movie and we watch it with you guys, and that's it. We just enjoy movies, so it's something fun to do. And it's just something we love in the community. In fact, Miner, the editor of the channel, he was the one who suggested bringing it back. He really likes doing that. I guess it's because it's the only time he never has to edit anything because we can't upload those. But they're a lot of fun. We love watching them with you guys, and we would love for more of you to come over and watch with us. So yeah, podcast, you can catch us literally anywhere. Spotify. I think the only one you can't get us is Apple Podcasts. And I think that's because they have a weird deal that you have to agree to, and I just haven't looked into it. I'm not super into it, but Google Podcasts, all of the other podcast websites, you can catch us there. Thanks to Anchor. Thank you, Anchor. Yeah, like I said, podcast should now be going up on Saturday or Sundays, not Thursdays anymore, and that's pretty much the only change to that. Moving on to Byte. We are still doing Byte. We are not going to TikTok. I refuse, and I think the guys stand with me on this. I don't like some of the policies TikTok has, and I don't seem to like the interface or anything really on that website. There's a lot of people who can get away with not crediting artists, and it just seems to bother me too much. So whatever. We have been doing our little skits and whatnot over on Byte.co, mostly because we miss Vine, and Byte was also, I believe, developed by some of the people who worked on the original Vine. I love it. We all here at the company love it. We all have it downloaded on our phones. It's great. This isn't an advertisement. This is just an endorsement of me saying I really like them. And that's where we upload our content. You can find us over there at Rotten Brains Productions, I believe. I think it's the full word. We have a character named Chiblo. He is our kind of, whatchamacallit, I can't think of the word. He's our mascot, thank you. Brain. He is our mascot over on Byte. Most of the videos are done with him or a character created by Uncle Terry. If you've ever wondered what we really look like, go over there. Give us a look. Give us a like. Thank you for that. Follow us on Byte. Where, as soon as we get the okay to start recording again, we will be doing more sketches over there. So, yes, do go over, follow us. I know some of them are stupid, but that's what we like. We like these weird, stupid, dumb things, and we just like having fun and recording things. Moving on from that, which it goes into our next thing, short films and series and little skits that we have been working on. We have scripts written for 2 short films, one which is just vaguely called The Woman in the Woods. There's no active title for it right now, but the script is written, costumes developed, and the actor has been chosen. She is a friend, and she is going to portray the woman in the woods. We have to get her fitted for her costume again, just to make sure that it's properly fitting. And again, same with Byte. As soon as we get the okay to start recording again, we will. Mostly because that's a bigger thing, and there's a lot of actors involved in it. And they're only short films. They're about maybe 25 minutes max. They're not very long. We also have a short Rotten Brains film that we call Time Lapse. I'm not going to give you a synopsis or anything, but just know the script is pretty much done, because this movie is going to be a lot of interpreting, yeah, the script that I wrote. It's not a very long script. It's mostly descriptors and vague dialogue. I want the actors to really show themselves on film and get into these characters and feel like they're in this situation. So time lapses also put on the back burner with the woman in the woods. These 2 short films are going to be 2 of an anthology series we have been talking about doing for a while, but obviously the pandemic, and we can't shoot because we want to make sure that everyone's safe. And as it goes on to series, we have had 2 series we've wanted to work on for a while. One of them is called Animatum. Now, Animatum was originally pitched when the channel first started. The problem with it is we are unsure about some of the copyrighted materials and have been talking about making this more of a Patreon-like thing. We're not 100% sure of how it's going to work, but basically just imagine a challenge show like Nickelodeon's Gas, or just weird little challenge shows mixed with nostalgic critic quotes. or people reviewing films, angry video game nerd type stuff mixed with a weird challenge show. It was an idea we had. We still want to do it because we find it utterly hilarious. And it's just, there's a problem with like certain copyrighted cartoons from different countries like India or China or Italy. We wanted to do cartoons from around the world, but they're owned by different people, and we're not sure how that legally works. So again, that has been set on the way back burner. We have all the stuff for it. We even have an intro built. We just can't do the series because we're very unsure about the copyright law. So as soon as we have a actual understanding of that copyright law, it will be out. Next is the big series we've been working on. And this is big, big, big. Because it involves many actors, sets, costumes, and a ton of work. It has been in the works for a while. The scripts for the first 4 episodes are basically complete in my end. And it's called Power Riders. It is a spoof of Super Sentai. Not just Super Sentai, but Sentai in general. So like Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, Super Sentai, all that stuff. I will give you a quick synopsis, so this way you guys have an interest, and I'll throw up on screen some of the process that Cricket has made on some of the costume bits. I should have most of the pictures. I'm not going to put all of them because spoilers, but they are a group of teens, because, you know, that's the trope in the Power Ranger shows. A group of teens that are betrayed by definitely not teenage people. And they're just everyday kids who happen to have superpowers now by this enigmatic figure in a wall who tells them to go and fight evil. But the joke and the spoof comes into play as these are teenagers, or we're supposed to believe. They're hormonal, they're not trained professionals, and they have no idea what they're doing. Just like we all did when we were teenagers. So the joke is they're terrible at fighting crime. They couldn't save the world if they were given a missile launcher and pointed at the monster. That's how bad they are. They're constantly infighting, and they're constantly saying who's the leader and who's not the leader and why they should be the leader. And it's this really funny thing because Cricket and I always grew up watching those shows, and we think that they're utterly hilarious. Still to this day, I watch Kamen Rider. I'm a big Kamen Rider fan. And I just love the stupid silliness of it. And we have 6 main characters, 4 I believe, which definitely have actors. The red salamander, the blue seal, the yellow duck. They're all aquatic based, by the way. We don't know why. We just chose water as a common theme. So the blue seal, yellow duck, the green sloth. I know sloths don't have a lot to do with the water, but we figured it'd be funny. I don't know why. He never really shows up. And then the... what was the last one? Any which way. I guess it does. Oh, the brown beaver. We had a pink ranger rider character, but we cut them out because we were gonna wait for a special episode type deal to introduce the main female character, and we kind of thought it would be fun. Cricket has been working on the head for one of the first monsters. I'll pop it up now. I know it doesn't look like much, but trust me, the dude is great. There should be also a picture of the red salamander and his dumbass wearing the costume bits that he made that are going to go over the actual suit. And actors have already been chosen for that. Like I said, I think 4 out of the main 5 characters have been, 4 out of the main 6 characters have been chosen. Like I said, the Pink Ranger's on reserve for a different thing. But we do have main actors. If you guys want to be part of it, again, just hit us up at rottenbrainsbiz@gmail.com. Let us know which one would you want to be and why you think you should be them. Again, this is just a fun, stupid little series, and we're just gonna have fun with it. It's not done yet. There's so much that has to be done, but we wanted to let you guys know about it. It is happening, and we are actively working on it. And second part of that, kind of, it fits in with the future plans type stuff. I am currently working on a book. I have technically 2 that I'm working on, but one I pushed to the back burner because I don't know where to take the story, and it's going to take me a little bit. But I have been working on a book. Don't have a name for it. I don't know what to name it, so yeah, it's going to wait. I am a couple chapters deep in the writing process. I am almost sure it should be done this year. I have an editor who is helping me go through the book. She is wonderful. She is also the same actress who is going to be playing the woman in the woods, and I am very grateful for her help. She didn't have to do this, and she just kind of wanted to because she liked the idea of the book. Quick synopsis. It's about a knight that exists in a world where there's 3 warring factions. The main faction that she works for is a very misogynistic, hate-filled church that has become so powerful they've taken over the government. There's a secondary nomadics group of people. They're very inspired by African tribes and Native American tribes. I kind of mushed them together to create this really interesting idea of nomadic tribes mixed with understanding your heritage and culture and accepting who you are and the loving nature and whatnot. It's a very interesting idea because I love African culture. I kind of wanted that to be my original major, was African studies, but it ended up falling by the wayside. So I'm using my knowledge for something. And then there's the last warring group, and they are a Eastern culture inspired group. Indian, Japanese, Korean group. Not a lot of Chinese, but if you're taking Japanese and Korean, you're also going to get Chinese culture in there because, you know, they all emanate from that type of region anyway. They're very technological based and whatnot. So if you're very interested in hearing more about this story, go over to Buy Me a Coffee. I think it's /Fearless Hobo. And it should be Fearless Hobo. I'm not 100%, but the link should be down there. Just go over. I should be putting the first piece up within the next month or so. It's only the first half of the first chapter and a prologue that gives you introduction to the world and what's going on and why it's happening. The second announcement we have here is for Cosmonaut Brayden. He is working on a neo-pulp anthology, is what he's calling it, and it is a audio series that is going to be on the same places as our podcast. We will create a separate channel for it, obviously, but you can go over to Anchor and follow it as soon as we create it. Again, if you're seeing this late, it should be down in the description, but I'm not 100%. He is writing a neo-pulp anthology series. That's what he's calling it. The first piece that he is working on, or is completing currently, is called, he told me, Reptile Man from the Hollow Earth. So they're very pulp inspired, and I can't wait to see what he does. I wanted him to create something he felt comfortable with. Just like with Cricket and his art show. I want them to create the things that they want. And that's what he wants to do. Cool. Let's do an audio series. I already have an audio series I've been working on, but I put it on the back because I want his to be more important than mine. And lastly, we are bringing back the AV Club and Rotten Reactions. I know they've been inconsistent in the past and we haven't had many Rotten Reactions, but we are going to do our first Rotten Reactions of 2021 on the reveal of Resident Evil 8, The Village. So keep your eye out on that. It should be out on like the 21st, the 22nd. We should try and do it live on our Twitch channel when the announcement happens. So that would be pretty cool. AV Club should be coming back. We're going to wrap up The Boys, and then we're going to do Season 2, and we'll wrap up Season 2 of The Boys as well. We have to figure out a way of watching it, but we will figure it out. We'll get that out, and then we'll start moving over to other movies and videos and whatnot. More announcements to come on that. Probably in the next one. I'm going to try and do one of these rambles each month. And finally, if you want to watch me be a dumbass and probably fail at video games for hours on end, come over to my twitch.tv/fearlesshobo. It's fearless_hobo, but whatever. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. At least I try to. I try to keep it consistent, but it's been a problem in the past few months with my PC acting up. But I just cleaned my CPU. I just went through and re-rigged all my fans, so everything should be working a little bit better. If you want to catch Cricket, he's inconsistent with the streaming, but down below in our Discord, remember to join. He announces when he's going to go stream, so if you want to be part of that, you can catch him over at twitch.tv/ToaCricket, I believe, or maybe just Cricket. I don't know. It's down below. You can follow him on Twitch. You'll get the notification if you click the... I think it's a heart? Yeah. Might be a heart. Whatever. Kaz doesn't have any streaming things because his PC's not great enough, but he does join us on Sunday streams sometimes for company things, like Scrub Lord Sundays, which is our fighting game series. We haven't been able to do that, obviously, because we all like to be here in one big thing. But Kaz and I have been talking. We're going to be playing a bunch of RPGs together, him and I. We both have a fascination and love for RPGs. I recently converted him into being a Final Fantasy fan, so I want to show him other Final Fantasies that aren't Final Fantasy VII. I want to get him to play a couple others, and he and I are very interested in 16. Oh my god, him and I want to play 16 so bad. So look out for that series in the future. Not quite joking, not quite just a Rotten Brains thing. It's just Kaz and I playing RPGs. We don't know what we're going to call it. Miner has been very helpful. He learned a new program for us. He's even got a new PC. Unfortunately, he's not taking it to his house right now. But he does have it. It is a capable PC of running his programs and getting us our editing stuff completely done. And we are holding all faith in him in the future of this channel, because he's the only one who understands how to work those programs. And that is about it for all I've written down. I went off script quite a bit, but I do that anyway. That's why these are rambles and not a consistent to the point thing. The video has been quite long. I am sorry for its length. But I want to leave you guys with this. Thank you for being here. I know we haven't been as consistent as we should be. And I want to thank you guys for joining our Discord and being part of the community. we love you all. We want you to stay safe. We also want us to stay safe. So that's a big part, obviously, today, a big part of why we haven't been able to do this stuff. But hopefully, starting very, very soon, we can set up a very safe and very secure environment for us to be able to continue this content. And we just want you guys to know, thank you. Bye.